There's the story of Adam talking to God, heart to heart, in the Garden of Eden. And God tells him, I'm going to make a partner for you. I'm going to create someone for you that's beyond beautiful. Someone who will hang on your every word. You'll look into her eyes and your heart will melt. Your wish will be her command. And Adam was thinking, he was a little skeptical, okay, how much is this going to cost me? And God says, just an arm and a leg. Well, what can I get for a rib? No. Ladies, don't report me to the Archbishop. There's a reason. There are many reasons why that's funny. One of them is that it takes interpreting the Bible literally to an absurd conclusion. So this scripture obviously is not about how Eve came to be or how human beings were created. That's not the purpose of the book of Genesis, and we've had those wonderful readings in a whole series of readings this past week, beginning with the very first words of the Bible, the first words of the book of Genesis. And it's not biology, and it's not history, but it is true. It's not how we were made that's important. We know that. The author of the book of Genesis, better to say the authors of the book of Genesis, knew that as well. It's not how we were made, it's why we were made. And we have so many wonderful answers from our Judeo background and also from our Christian background. We are Judeo-Christians. We are that heritage. We know why we're created. We were created to love. It's also the constant message from the book of Genesis, constant message from the whole New Testament. Created to love, created out of love, created for love. And it's that kind of love that's spurred the ministry of Jesus. It took him through his 3 years of ministry to its culmination on a hill called Calvary, where there was a cross with his name on it. And that was the absolute of the kind of love that we're talking about. And it's a love that knows how to lay itself down, a love that knows how to sacrifice. Even in the midst of that, there were times when Jesus clearly wanted some time for himself, wanted to be anonymous. So he goes to foreign territory, to Tyre, to Sidon. This is not Jewish territory. And that's unusual for Mark's gospel, because Mark's audience, St. Mark that is, it was basically a Jewish audience. And I'm thinking maybe St. Mark, in his recollection of Jesus' travels, recollection of Jesus' words and how he constructed his gospel according to Mark, was maybe trying to stretch the sensibilities of his audience, who they were basically Jewish, and he was trying to get them to broaden their horizon in terms of who's in and who's out. And St. Mark is saying we're all in because it's all about love. And Jesus is called a bit reluctantly out of his anonymity, because he wants to get away from it all. As it says here, he went to the district of Tyre and Sidon, and he wanted no one to know about it. But he could not, and this is a powerful phrase, could not escape notice. Couldn't help it. And he couldn't help to love. That's why we were made. That's what the book of Genesis teaches. That's what we embrace again today.